All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this Coldcast presentation for what could be our final match here in the HoN Invitational. I'm your casting host, Beef. With me once again from Team Stay Greencast is Mangy. Mangy, how's it
Hey,
going, buddy?
uh, bit disappointed that you guys couldn't see the end of that match, but Twitch, man, Twitch sometimes can be a bitch, and hopefully we can get into this game and no problems, and you can see the whole thing. I'm excited to see this next series, or the next
Yes.
game in this series.
Yes, I am absolutely as well. And once again, guys, do want to apologize about that. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Occasionally, Twitch will have hiccups and just kind of bumps you off, and you need to reset your stream key or whatnot. But we'll be doing our best to minimize that, and hopefully not going to be affecting any of the matches right now or any in the future ever. But occasionally it
Yep.
does happen, and we get it sorted out to the best of our abilities and try to prevent it from happening in the future. But such is the nature when dealing with technology. But right now, we got IG leading 1-0. They're going to be over the tmsR team. Too much sugar. Will Moon Meander and the Portal Key boys be able to make a comeback? I don't know. What do you think, Manji?
I I don't know, man. Like that game was so close, and I really thought they had it for a while, but IG pulling out some big fights, and I think this is like one of those series that the teams are so closely skilled, skill match that it's quite possibly going to be an actual 3-game series. So I'm keen to see a 3-game series at the very least, and if not, like I'm sure the next one will be close.
Yeah, absolutely. The final is going to be taking place tomorrow. That's going to be at 12 EDT, 1800 Central European Summer Time. So make sure to tune in for a Honcast to cast those, and what I believe will be Emperor's last cast. So it's going to be a heartfelt and important one. I mean, Emperor's a guy about the community, and this is definitely an event for the community. So looking forward to that one. I'm going to tear up, man. I'm going to cry. But right now, let's focus on our game.
Yeah.
AG, we're going to do it. We're not going to get sidetracked once this game.
Okay.
Let's do
We're
it.
100% in, boys and girls.
Here we go.
Um,
Taking a look way up at top. Scout and Lodestone being locked out, definitely respecting some of those Keizu type heroes. Whereas Keeper of the Forest and Ophelia going to be banned out by Moon Meander. And how about this? I mean, Moon doing the banning, or excuse me, the drafting for tmsR. Interesting.
I I'm pretty interested too. I have a feeling they're the kind of team that, especially Kezu, Slicks, and Moon would all put in their heads together for the drafting phase.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure he's sitting in the spot, but I'm sure Slicks and Kezu are talking to him about everything that he chooses and everything he does.
Yeah, definitely two great minds there. And I mean, Tankafet, he was the drafter for his team, yeah, as well. So, I mean, definitely 4 players that are capable of drafting on that team and lots of great minds. Taking a look at that lock pool, though, Tempest did make it in along with the Parasite and Wild Soul to make up your junglers. Then Bubbles Hag to get your solos, and the Pyromancer, one of the strongest supports in the pool right now, makes it in as well. And we see the first pick rally. No surprise there.
I can't believe it actually made it through the bans, and it's been happening a bit more lately, but every time I've seen it, it's done so well. No matter what, we even saw it in second support today. So the hero is insane, and just to let it get through and get first picked is pretty ballsy.
Yeah, he definitely is a strong hero. Maybe one that might be getting a nerf in the future, according to one anonymous. But
Where'd you hear that, Beef?
I don't know, man. Weren't you on that podcast, Mangy?
I'm a snake.
Hashtag
No
snake.
sidetrack.
Hashtag snake life. No, sidetracking is fun. I don't know, man. But Deadwood and Glacius, 2 other very strong heroes. And Glacius, I really do like seeing this hero against a rally, in addition to a Deadwood. Both of these with a strong, long duration immobilize are 2 of the best heroes to deal with that rally that does rely on being non-immobilized and unencumbered so that he can use that compel.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. Putting it's the one thing that kind of messes with his day is those immobilizers. But we're gonna see a silhouette picked up. Yeah, we've seen it. How many times has it been picked up this tournament?
A lot.
A lot.
especially in comparison to
lot.
every other tournament over the last 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. See, the first person I saw pick it up was Chessie, and he did extremely well with it. And then I saw it just keep popping up like randomly all over the scene, and now it's just like it's back. We've got the silhouette back, despite the nerf that it had, even though it wasn't getting picked up. Then it got nerfed, and now for some reason, 2 months later, it's picked up again. The HoN scene's insane.
Yeah,
That's all
it is. Definitely has been picked up quite a few times here by IG, though. In addition to them, like you mentioned, Stay Green and even VDT have been picking up this hero, but it's had pretty high success rate as players have maybe kind of forgotten how to deal with it, forgotten just how strong she is at farming in those extremely dangerous territories. And there's the Wraith.
There's the Wraith. And Wraith is another one of those heroes that's kind of like really made a jump on the scene. Like, I have a feeling that everyone knew how powerful it was, but in the previous meta, you know, people, I guess it was more about the pub train, and Sandwraith couldn't really deal with that. Now there's a lot of ganking, and Sandwraith has that global presence that can move around the map and be anywhere. Can always have presence, can always be farming, and still have has the ability to get to the fight. So I don't know. I like Sandwraith, and I've always liked Sandwraith, and I'm kind of glad it's getting picked up more. It should be banned out in pub though. That's beside.
Just like Monkey King and Tempestophilia, like, can we get blind pick?
Tempestophilia, Monkey King, Sandwraith, goodbye.
Can we get blind pick for pubs, please?
Dude,
Please?
I honestly think there should be an all pick mode with blind ban, like 6 blind bans each, and it's just all pick. That's what I think, but it's means nothing, I suppose.
That's for another day. Right now, though, Wild Soul and Parasite finish up the draft for tmsR, and this is a very scary team. The one thing I'm a little bit worried about is their laning phase. You got Sandwraith probably going to be heading up into the top lane for the solo. Probably going to have Glacius Deadwood hanging out in the middle lane while Wild Soul does his thing, Suicide. That's great. They should all be able to at least have a chance to win their lanes, since there's going to be a passive jungler on IG's side. The problem is, if one of them loses their lanes, it could start to snowball out of control because they do not have a very strong team for counter gank potential.
Most definitely. In saying that, if there's any hero, like any player that plays Wild Soul in a way that it can be used early game and during the mid game, it is Kezu. Kezu does even last time we saw him play it today, he went for the mock after he got Soul's Bulwark. So but as you said, you know, they don't really have a team that can deal with losing this, losing hard into the early game, and the mid game phase is going to be extremely hard if they don't come out even in their lanes at the very least.
Absolutely. But right now we did see the final pick over here, the Wretched Hag, going to be coming out, being played by Fusey currently. And I think this is going to be a Suicide Wretched Hag, one that we haven't really been seeing much of lately, but certainly a hero with a lot of potential still.
Yeah,
and I love this
Suicide.
avatar. I don't actually love this avatar. I'm actually not that big of a fan of it. The Wretched Hag avatar.
It's the shittest one out of... Sorry, S2. Yep, no, it's bad. I don't like it. I dislike it completely. There was one cool avatar out of this set, I think, that I really liked, but it's just not the Hag. It was the Thunderbringer. I think the Thunderbringer's sick.
Oh.
But the Hag...
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't really had much time to look at some of the recent avatars. I kind of mentioned that earlier, that I wasn't even sure what the avatars that I was giving away looked like. But, yeah, this one I'm not too much of a fan of, but this could get real ugly for the internet gangsters right now. There are 5 players here. Rally going to go on to Glacius first. They're going to drop the Rotten Grass, cutting off the Rally. Glacius going to be taking a lot of damage. There's the Ice Imprisonment. But on the other side of things, there was a kill, and then I missed both of the kills by moving the camera. Cinder was the first to drop. Keizu getting credit for that kill. Beautiful Rotten Grass. And Rally could go down. Not enough mana for the Compel. Now, still doesn't have enough mana for the Compel. Wretched Hag even throwing out the Hunt right there. And so was able to get away. Holy crap. That was a pretty
just an
serious
orgy in the top lane right now. Yeah. That was commitment from both teams. Both teams were definitely ready for that. And They win, and Kezu taking a Bloodlust kill, I believe it was. So that's a huge boost for that Suicide Wild Soul. On top of that, you do see the counter kill coming out onto Exhibit. So they're kind of like, I guess, Moonmender playing the Sandwraith could have been worse, but they're two of those heroes that you really don't want those kills to be going on to. And especially a Bloodlust onto that Suicide Wild Soul is going to give him a much easier laning phase.
Well, actually, something that Sender always brings up when I'm casting with him is getting an early Bloodlust, and the experience is negligible. The gold, if you're just going to save and buy a Midas with that gold, what is that really doing for you? Not much. It's about how you spend that gold. And Keizu has so far not spent that gold. Hasn't upgraded the courier for his team. Hasn't bought an extra counter ward. Not buying early boots. It's really not doing anything for him, so it probably isn't that big of a deal.
Kezu is one of the players that normally buys boots, though, so I'm actually surprised he hasn't picked them up yet. He is heading to the shop now, but he backed off on that idea as well.
Getting boots on the bear by a minute and a half into this game will be gigantic. And so if Keizu is afforded the opportunity to pick those up, I think he definitely will. Instead, just going to be hitting the health potion right now. The reason that he's not picking them up just yet, he wants to make sure that he was getting all the CS, knows that lane control is in his favor, and now picks up the boots on the bear.
Yeah, that's something that Silhouette doesn't want to deal with, but it should be okay. Silhouette picking up her boots as well, due to her having a kill. So it kind of worked out in, you know, just evened out there. Both these people in the bottom lane having a kill to their name. So I guess it doesn't really change around this laning phase too much.
No, it shouldn't. And the one thing that will, however, is the lane control that Silhouette lost. As the tower is now providing the cover for Keizu, he's going to be able to not only get CS, but he's also going to be able to apply the root onto Silhouette right there. She's going to drop down to about 60% life as a result of Boo Boo just wailing away on her, but she's putting out a lot of damage herself.
That Death Lotus does work, and Bobo is extremely low right now, and he's just not getting any roots. He's gonna lose his bear, so that is just absolutely brutal, and that's a nice chunk of gold for the Silhouette.
Yeah, and right now, as a result of maybe some poor courier communication, no regen coming out to Keizu. Instead, a monkey courier will be heading mid to bring Deadwood a bottle, and Keizu, being completely out of regen himself, is gonna have to be in a pretty scary situation. But Silhouette's out of regen as well, and she does not have that lane position. So unless she's able to pick up a life tube, which she's 500 gold away from, she's gonna have to fall back and get more regen herself, as that is flying out right now.
Yeah, one lucky root could be completely devastating towards this Silhouette, and Silhouette's very wary of that.
Gonna be running away here, and Boo Boo not getting that first hit root that he wants so badly. She'll get that potion activated immediately. Let's take a look at the top lane, Mangy.
Yeah. Sandwraith was actually left here a bit solo. Vagabond leader has moved into the lane trying to set something up, but it is against a rally. You know, like, maybe you set up a kill on the Aluna, but even if you do go on that Aluna with the rally compel and only a freeze, it's just hard to output that damage this early on.
Yeah, it definitely is, but for Sandwraith, using that Iron Shield, he's able to get at least some experience, even if he's not getting the best of CS right now. Glacius has been just kind of pulling right now, so going to be able to get some experience from the Gotar and Minotaur. But how are things going mid? Wretched Hag applying a lot of damage, 30% of the damage done so far in the game, and is sitting at 322 gold per minute. Both Fuzi and Slicks are really doing quite well in this middle lane.
Yeah, Wretched Hag did go for that bottom rune, but unfortunately Kezu picks that up and does get a regen, so that's a big help to Kezu. And it also allows... Oh, no, it looks like Aluna's going to steal this top rune.
But she's going to pay for it right here. There's the
Wow.
Oak Bolt into the Rotten Grass. The Skeleton King and the assist from Glacius comes in. Slicks gets credit for that kill, so... Fuzi calling, hey,
Good.
help me out. Well...
A really good roam from the Glacius, and a nice presence of mind from... Because he ditched his skeletons. Yeah, he did ditch those skeletons, so he could go and get that kill. I believe he saw the Luna run past that rev ward that he has there.
Yeah,
But that kill with the Deadwood is It's a big thing, and as soon as he hits level 6, that's where Wretched Hag has to be careful. On top of that, Wretched didn't manage to get any of those runes to refill that bottle, so can't quite put out the harass and damage that she was doing before.
Bottom lane, Elemental Void being used, and Wild Soul will drop. Unable to hit level 6 in time, and well, very, very squishy when he's level 5 against level 7 Silhouette. This is going to open up an opportunity for IG. They're going to go ahead and take a very quick early tower in the bottom lane.
I don't see the Hellborn defending that one. Meanwhile, Parasite's just been farming out his own jungle, I believe. He hasn't transitioned into the Legion jungle yet, which a lot of the time you see Parasites just, you know, when they've got free farm in their own jungle and there's no, you know, they get those boots and you see them move around and try and set up ganks, but I guess he's not too confident against that.
Top lane though, Sandwraith in some trouble. He's able to get away using the Desert's Curse, but will have to head back to town most likely. Nope, gonna get a health potion instead. And I want to touch on that Parasite situation. The way I see it, Parasite in this game, his goal is to wants to gank that middle lane. He wants to shut down the Wretched Hag with the silence. He needs to hit level 6 to make that happen. Having him farm up to try to flash farm into level 6 as fast as possible is the best thing that he could be doing right now. As soon as he hits level 6, look to see him move into the middle lane and for Fusey to become the target for Deadwood.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised he's not level 6 yet.
He's been
did
harassed.
have a couple of camps blocked, and the movement from, of course, this Aluna and, well, the Aluna really. But Tempest has actually moved to this top lane really early on and is trying to set up another push on the top first tier tower.
Yeah, they tried to go for a gank, but unfortunately there just wasn't enough mana. And, well, unfortunately for Tempest, he wasn't able to get the Glacial Blast off that would have secured a kill onto Sandwraith. But right now, Skeleton King wanted to come over for a gank. Sender with another beautiful Ward of Sight is spotting not only the Parasite farming, but knowing that he's not in position to come around from behind. Here comes an invis Wretched Hag, though. She's pretty low on life herself, but still gonna have a Sonar Scream as this is 4 players in the top lane.
Yeah, Wretched Hag is kind of trying to set up. He didn't level the ulti knowing that he wouldn't have mana for it. And that Sonar Scream's still going to do a fair whack of damage. Deadwood's moving up. They do know the Deadwood's here, of course, because of that Invis Hag. It looks like the Legion's just going to back off out of this top lane.
Yeah, not going to commit to it. They know that they probably have at least some kind of advantage right now. And by not committing to this, they're not giving the Hellborn team an opportunity to really capitalize on any small mistakes. Knowing instead that Silhouette's just going to keep on farming. It's Wild Soul continues to farm, though, as well, sitting at 230 gold per minute. Not particularly high, but holy hell, Silhouette and Tempest both above 375 gold per minute.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
Experience per minute, Silhouette about to hit level 9 as well.
IG is taking an extremely early dominant lead this game. It still is against the Sandwraith, and Sandwraith can have impact pretty early on. It does look like he's going for that Energizer, which is the more popular build, as opposed to the old school Rush Mock, maybe even Helm.
Middle lane, they are going to find that Wretched Hag, and there's the silence coming in. Willowmaker finishes him off, and that's what I'm talking about. Parasite gets level 6, immediately heads mid, able to set up with Tankafet and Slicks. Down.
That was a great route there
yes.
from the Deadwood, allowing the Parasite to get into position. He's getting roamed on here though, so Deadwood's in a little bit of trouble. Tempest doesn't have any mana to do anything. He does have his
there's
hold
the Mirage going off right here. Silhouette going to be coming in as well. She gets frozen out as Sandwraith and Parasite are going to be able to take down Silhouette. Tempest was dead as well, and Wretched Hag going to be TPing back in, trying to make a counter kill happen onto Sandwraith. Will it happen though? Wretched Hag in pursuit, going to be looking, and there's the haunt going to be applied for the slow, but wait, what? Oh, it did go on. It appeared to not do damage there for a second. It was odd.
Don't know. But no real point chasing a Sandwraith with that Desert Curse and the Energizer. So they just fall back there and decide to counter ward and put a bit of pressure onto this mid tower with that DD.
Yeah, and that represented a pretty big swing of resources in favor of tmsR. That Sand Wraith, that's what you're going to be looking for out of him over the next 15, 20 minutes. Every time that ultimate is up, he's going to be looking for a kill. As up top, looked like he might have been in a little bit of trouble, but instead they will just take the tower, and Moonman are going to be able to fall back.
And just continue on his farming path. He does get stunned out there. Rally. Not
He's
opting to
pretty
use
tanky.
that seismic slam. Yeah.
Actually, there's going to be an elemental void in the Tempest as well. Power throw finishes him off, and Moonmeander getting just a little bit too cocky.
Yeah, playing extremely bold there and suffering for that one.
Yeah, you could tell just how little of a risk he thought he was taking. He went back in right there on Agi's steam boots.
Oh no.
He thought there was no way in hell that they were going to be getting a kill on him, but instead, Tempest maybe...
Too bad Tempest hold.
Yeah, maybe he didn't think that was up. Maybe somebody had inadvertently called that it was down, and either way, Moon probably not too happy about that one, but sometimes you make mistakes.
Tempest farming out this jungle, making life a little bit harder for this Parasite as well.
And there's the Mirage going to be going off once again. What's the target here for Moonmeander? He actually did not port to the correct target. That was odd.
Ported to the Tempest, I believe.
He certainly tried to, but Tempest was not really there, as they're going to change targets to a Luna. And there's the Rotten Grasp. Not even needed, as she does go down. Here comes Hag, though. They're going to turn it around and Parasite. See you later. Moonmeander taking some damage, getting stunned out by the Glacial Blast, and will get taken out by that Sonar Scream. Meanwhile, Silhouette went down at the hands of Slicks and Shams. That Willowmaker really being the bane of Silhouette's existence.
Yeah, it's making life a little bit hard for Silhouette, but they still are taking an early lead. Tempest still sitting at 400 GPM, Silhouette fairly close at 390. Hag actually taking out the Bear on Kezu. Yet again, Kezu is in the top lane farming now. It doesn't look like he's actually going any build-up items. He's got boots and vestments on himself, but a lot of the time you see him pick up that phase boots on his Bear, and he seems like he's just saving his money and might be pulling for that mock early on.
Yeah, no Ghost Marchers on him, so definitely looks like that, sitting at 2,200 gold currently. And you don't expect a big item to be coming out on that Bear without some Ghost Marchers, or at least even some red boots on him. So I would think he is just going to go ahead and rush for that Mock of Brilliance, knowing about the pushing power of this Legion team. He wants to be able to fight the Tempest and any additional portal keys by getting that Mock ASAP. Yeah, seems to make sense.
But any route he goes right now, they do want to hold this game off a little bit longer right now.
Sandwraith in trouble. Seismic Slam going to do a lot of damage, but not enough. Holy crap. The red power throw coming in as Rally gets gone on by Parasite. But the Meteor deters any further aggression coming out from Tankafet. And tmsR is falling further and further behind in this game, as Moonmeander is just not being able to find the farm that he needs on Sandwraith. Kezu as well. I mean, they're just a little bit too low and getting out-farmed significantly by the top three farmers, or top four farmers, all but 350 on this IG side.
Yeah, they're in an extremely good position right now, and especially with Tempest and Silhouette taking off like they are. Tempest actually picks up a portal key as well, flaunting that early game lead. I think you only see that when a Tempest does reach that 400 GPM and maintains, you know, a high GPM. See that early portal key. Did go with phase boots as well. What do you think of phase boots on Tempest?
It's something that we see occasionally, notably Minuts, formerly of Trademark. Back then, he used to get Ghost Marchers quite a bit. Saw Moonmeander pick him up every once in a while as well, but as we do see him from Insania, most of the time just looking for high amounts of mobility, really looking to get into the best position possible with those Ghost Marchers. As top lane, there is a fight going on, and Rally getting caught out. tmsR looking for a kill, and the Rotten Grasp will finish him off. Well placed by Six. His Deadwood Grasps are on point.
It's something, foresight, you know, like, oh my god, these red power throws. Send up, please.
Sender's
Is
out
that
of control.
Yeah, he's insane, dude. That's the second power snipe.
Oh,
he's,
Wretched Hag could be in a
landed
lot
kill
of trouble.
with.
There's the Rotten Grass going onto her. She drops a Bat Blast, gets annihilated by a Willowmaker. Iglesias gets denied. Nice job. Tempest not going to be able to bring that one home. And Moon Meander gets out of there with the Desert's Curse. So a kill onto Rally and Wretched Hag up in the top lane. Only trading it for a Parasite and a Iglesias deny. Well worth it.
Yeah, Slick's doing work, as he always does. You know I'm a big fan of Slicks. I have to be. He's Australian.
It's true, man. It's the same reason that I'm a fan of Team USA.
Damn right. Keep country pride.
There you go, man. You gotta have some sense of nationalism. Like, you can't have just unwarranted nationalism. Like, you can't be a fan of Canada. But
is that just an overall statement, Nebby?
I mean, I love Canada.
Canada BM.
Guys, I'm sorry. I love Canada. I can't wait to go back to Canada, actually.
I can't wait to go to the US, man.
Manji, are you coming to the US?
I want to, dude. I really do.
If you ever get out here, you should definitely hang out with me.
Oh, I'm in, dude. I'm in. So wait.
Guys,
I'll ask later. I'll ask later. We're going off track again.
No. I can't be racist against Canadians. My best friend is Canadian. Like, it's just that's the way it works. But it's fun.
That's
to
why I
make fun
keep
of
saying I
Canada.
can't be racist because I'm Asian.
Holy
oh my
crap,
god, that
Aluna
Deadwood
gets
punch.
annihilated. There's the freeze onto Tempest, and tmsR is just finding these kills, man.
Well, this was just a 10k gold and experience lead for the Legion side that's turned into a 2k. You know, tmsR closed up that deficit by an immense amount. So it actually, wow.
What's up?
Xibby? Picks up a Shroud, dude.
Yes, he purchased that Steam staff a little while ago, going for a Shroud here, and it's an interesting pickup, and one that I don't necessarily disagree with. One of the things that was a really big counter to Shroud and why we saw it less often was the high prevalence of bound dies. One, they have no invis on their team. Not going to be picking up an early bound die for that reason. And two, teams just aren't picking up bound dies as early to try to get counter wards down. I think that Zibby's actually going to have a pretty good time with this. As Moon getting out of there. Using the tree walking. Nice juke. Moon is gone.
Last second through those final trees there. But Red Power Snipe yet again hitting. Sander, you're on par, dude. You're on par.
Unfortunately, not doing nearly enough damage.
No.
I'm telling you, man, it would be sick if oh, bottom lane Wild Soul in trouble. Elemental Void is there. There's the interrupt coming out from Parasite. Wild Soul trying to get away, but Silhouette puts out the damage. Parasite's there, and here comes Slicks. Slicks has a portal key in 1 second. Will he land a good Rotten Grasp? And there it is. Okay, Rotten Grasp. No, split up, and Silhouette even going to turn this one around, perhaps. Wants to throw out the damage onto Parasite. If he gets a good tree grapple, and oh, Parasite going to hop into a soldier. Rally going to be coming again into the portal key. There's the Compel with the Deafening Roar. Silhouette hits the...
Oh my god, the punch!
I had to stop talking, man. I was just watching that in slow motion. I'm like, hits the Death Lotus. And then see you later, Insania. Insania sour as middle lane Wretched Hag most likely going to drop to Moon Meander. Moon's got the Desert Curse, hits it blind. And down goes Fusey. Cinder's like, guys, I got the Sander. There's the Compel into the Deafening Roar. And Destroy Footer cleans that one up. These players are out of their mind right now, Mandy.
Just call me Mandy, dude.
I called you Mangy.
I'm sorry.
I might have called you Mandy. It's a possibility.
Either way, I'll take Mandy, dude. Mandy's a pretty name.
Damn it, Mandy.
Oh, but the H's are getting taken out right now. These players are moving around. This game is so active and so much fun. I know we said we weren't gonna get sidetracked. I want to kill myself. I'm so done, beef. What does my life come to? Really?
Yes. We'll often be playing games together. The cat will come sit on his keyboard and be like, "Damn it, Mandy." I don't even know.
All I can remember is that one set Sadfish video where he rages you. Like he fucked up 2 slithers.
And then he rages at me, man. That's just kind of the way it works in life. But okay,
We've stopped.
we gotta focus up like right now. As Insania is about to get taken out, Maka Brilliance deactivated the portal key, and Insania will go down. Could already see from his chat just a minute ago that he is getting to a tilt point.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, getting caught out like he did on that Ophelia in the last game, giving up a few kills right here, and we do see tmsR very close to their first resource game or first resource lead of this series.
Yeah. They're moving up there, and I don't want to say it, but I really do feel they have that late game too. You know, Waltz or Sandray, there's not much else to say.
Double slows on to Wretched Hag, and the freeze comes out. Freezy is going to drop. Things are just, all cards are coming up on tmsR's side right now.
Yeah. Something again about Sandwraith, you know, he gets that Desert's Curse. It's the Desert's Curse, the dagger, and he can catch Hag even if he blinks into the trees. So every time Hag tries and gets away, he really can't be so bold farming against a Sandwraith. He can be anywhere on the map, plus get vision of the Hag with that slow. So it's pretty brutal.
Absolutely, and they've been executing very, very well on the Too Much Sugar side. I don't know about you, but I personally love going to game 3s. That's what I'm looking for here.
Yes.
And definitely what I want to happen. tmsR, they're looking to oblige the Maka Brilliance into another item pickup right here. What did he just pick up? Just another set of boots. Yeah, so getting some boots for both he and his bear now. And Shrunken Head picked up on Deadwood. That's a pretty big pickup.
Yeah. I gotta give huge props again. Slicks is my favorite player, and it does sound biased, but he has been doing some sort of like godlike grasps this game, and he has had so much presence, just in general.
It really has. 1-1 with those grasps, and we talked about just how important those are against Wretched Hag and the rally, making sure that they're gonna not be able to get themselves out of those. Hell, even the Silhouette not able to true grapple, and right now she is going to grab a refreshment rune. Deadwood kills the illusion, and Silhouette's going to hit on that Assassin's Shroud. They're going to turn it around. Rally is in, but they're going to fall back, so perhaps some bad communication once again. There's the Rotten Grasp onto Rally. Holy crap, the Codex coming in. Parasite, pew pew.
That damage. If there's anything that the Hellborn side has for them right now, and like on top of a late game carry, they have that burst damage. You know, that Deadwood Punch, the Codex, and ulti from the Parasite. They've got so much burst damage, and they can pretty much, if they can single out a hero, they can take down anyone on the Legion side.
Absolutely.
Rally probably being the tankiest one there, even though he doesn't have. Actually, is that a lie? No,
Nope.
He is the tankiest one.
Barely.
He is the tankiest one.
But they are not tanky at all.
Yeah.
2 players sub 1,000 life, including the 680 life Aluna. Oh man.
That's one punch away from Lordy.
Yeah, definitely. What does that Devil Punch do? 650 damage, pre-mitigation. So 1 punch and an auto probably. And see ya, Aluna. Oh, I saw Glacius dropping an ultimate on a triple stack of Ancients. Just letting you know, that is now called a Breaky CP Glacius. As he was evidently dropping quite a few Glacius ults on Ancient stacks in his game earlier today.
Yeah.
There you go. The man, the myth, the legend. But Silhouette, what's her next item going to be? So, Assassin's Trap. Got the mobility and a little bit of damage. Does she still go a Portal Key from here? Is she going to look for a later Nullstone? Or does she go into something like a Firebrand and maybe even a Geometer's Bane right away? We'll have to see. Could even be something like a Wing Bow. And, okay, Shrunken Head.
Yeah, that's a viable pickup there too.
Absolutely. Getting out
still
of
have
the
that physical though as well, but it is still a big pickup from the Silhouette if he does manage to get that one.
Oh, Tempest in trouble. Boo Boo scouts him out, and here comes Moon Meander with the Desert's Curse activated. There's the Energizer, speeding up both him and the Boo Boo Bear, and Tempest gets taken out. Yes.
Yep.
Nice job from Moon, backing off when he saw the TP. Let Boo Boo have the last hit with the Maka Brilliance. Smart play.
Yeah, I like it. There's no need to risk that, and they do take that out. On top of that, they know one TP's down, and it looks like they're going to push this tower. So they literally can have a max of 3 TPs coming to bot right now. And they're not too worried, and that tower's going to drop like an absolute stone. Bobo doing a lot of damage right now.
Oh my
Sandwraith
God.
picks up
I love it.
steering light.
I love it.
What?
Sandwraith
Steering light?
The
Yeah,
Dawn
dude,
Bringer
I think this
Sandwraith.
is... I think this is the perfect build. I really do. I think this is a better build than getting the mock on Sandwraith. But like even so, the mock is picked up on the Wild Soul. But even so, I prefer seeing this kind of a build on Sandwraith.
This is Sender's favorite build as well, I'm aware. And the Energizer Steam Boots into a Dawnbringer, and then from there you can go something like a Wing Bow. You could even go something like a Brutalizer, Savage Mace. And you can really do whatever you want. Shrunken Head if you find it necessary, as Deadwood is caught out. Was that just a completely random compel stun? Oh, he's gonna get
have a
killed
feeling-
over that
oh my-
backward.
Poor
So they
Sender,
had no clue that Deadwood was there. That was a completely random compel stun that just happened to hit Deadwood. Okay.
That must have scared the fuck out of Slicks right there. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Sketchy. Tempest gonna get caught out once again. There's the Thunder Blast. The auto attacks come again. There's the Monka Brilliance, disabling that portal key. Tempest will go down. They did turn it around for the kill on Deadwood in the middle lane like you talked about. But Deadwood has a buyback. Will they attempt to use it and set up a big team fight here? There's the TPs coming in. Deadwood still not buying back. There's Sandwraith going hard onto Rally and Silhouette. And Dust going to find Silhouette. She swaps to the other one, and Rally gets taken out instead, as Silhouette is already back in the jungle.
Yeah.
I feel like IG is just not playing to their team. They're certainly not playing as a team right now. I mean, I haven't seen Tempest Hole used in probably about 10 minutes. I haven't seen them group up and really try to take too many towers at this point. They've instead
they're like
been
a different
split
team from what we saw. You know, like we saw at the start of this game was just so beautiful and a lot of work coming in, and even last series. But
well, I think
maybe
it's
a
actually,
little bit on tilt right now.
I think it actually has more to do with the heroes that they've picked up. Silhouette and Wretch and Hag both excel in being solo type heroes that are pushed up into situations that would otherwise be very dangerous, and maximizing their on-map presence so that they can just constantly be split pushing, allowing the Tempest and the Rally to farm in safer locations. And
Too bad, Sand.
yeah, too bad Sandwraith. I think that tmsR has just done a great job of countering that type of play. As Silhouette is hasted and trying to find a kill here in the Homeborn jungle, but wasn't quite able to.
Yeah, they do have that ward at the entrance there, and looking to pick something up, but not quite being able to find an angle. But both teams are just kind of farming it out right now.
God, I love this. I love this Dawnbringer, man.
Yeah,
I'm very
I think
happy.
this is the best way to build it. Because I was doing a bit of theory crafting, right, and I was testing it. If you ult, it does more damage with the Searing Light, plus it has a lasting effect after it comes.
Where's
so-
Moonmander going? He will go to Rally, so going to start throwing in those autos. 2 stacks of the slow on him already. And Rally, no way you are surviving right here. That is the Rally with a Soul Bulwark of 1400 life, a Portal Key, and a Compel. 0 chance of getting away from that Sandwraith.
Oh no.
Wretched Hag. Unfortunately, the dagger
Oh no.
didn't connect.
Straight
Nothing to disable that, though. Needs the Brutalizer
Basher
now.
on the website. Yeah. I want to see the Basher EP come out.
Yeah, and where does Sandwraith go from here? Wingbow, I think, is normally a pretty good item, but with both Silhouette and Wretched Hag, that being kind of a core item for both of them, I don't think that we're going to see it. And, well, it could be considered a core item on Rally if you talk to Zergo, I guess.
What about the triple power split? I'm splitting up that Dawnbringer into the
Split the
three
Dawnbringer?
items.
I'm not too big of a fan of that. I think that the Dawnbringer in its current state is probably what Sandwraith is looking
insane,
for.
Yeah. But Sandwraith, out of all the heroes, is one of those, you do see Geometer's Bane and Frostwolf picked up on it a fair amount.
Yeah.
And I've seen Grimoire.
Oh, they're going to go into Silhouette right here. She hits the Shrunken Head. Going to try to get away. The illusion taken out, and Silhouette does go down. The Hellborn team get the kill onto the tower in the top lane as well. And tmsR, I think you can successfully, or say they have successfully came back into this game.
Oh, more than come back. They've taken over this game right now. They just have the heroes for it, as you mentioned before, and I feel their late game is just better too. They've got better push potential. Like,
their late game is very, very strong.
Yeah.
And what is Boo Boo working on right now? Soul's Bulwark, 800 gold off of a Demonic Breastplate. And you're going to throw that on in addition to the Sandwraith. Probably throw an Abyssal Skull on the bear as well. This is going to open up Deadwood. He's got a Blessed Orb. Could be looking for a Sheepstick himself as Aluna gets taken out. Rowley going to get hit by the Breaky CP Glacius here. And, well, it looks like a Bat Blast going to go out of the two. Deadwood is going to drop as well as Glacius. So tmsR ends up on the losing end of that one as they drop 2 players.
Yeah. It was a big fight. This is what Internet Gangsters has been looking for all game, is to get these counter pickoffs, or get pickoffs really, but that was more of a counter there. You do have the ulti from Sandwraith coming in, might secure this onto the rally. No, doesn't choose to port onto the rally.
What's wrong with my mouse? That was odd. I was trying to click on Moon to see where he was going to port, but my mouse was not working. Silhouette did pick up the Shrunken Head, by the way.
Yep.
And finished that one up. And Demonic going to be finished up momentarily on Wild Soul.
Another big item coming out.
Sandray, 3,700 gold. Maybe a Demonic, or excuse me, a Heart for him could be a possibility. Maybe a Nullfire Blade. Hell, maybe even something like a Rift Shards.
Yeah.
Could be.
I still want to see the EP Basher. I don't know.
Wouldn't be bad. I feel like a Shrunken Head actually would not be. There we go.
Shrunken Head right
was the
click there, yeah. It does make a lot of sense. It's not as fun though.
No, it's definitely not as fun, but it makes sense.
Yeah, well, especially in maybe if it was in the first game of the series, but this is the second game. They have to win this game if they want to keep themselves in, and you don't want to risk that.
Absolutely not. But
on a fun
Shrunken's
pickup.
not an item that we see really too often on a hero like Sandwraith. Instead, seeing things like a really healthy tanking build like Demonic Breastplates and Hearts coming out on him when he goes for that Mock of Brilliance. But with this different kind of build, really focusing on the single target damage, we are definitely looking at a different build that is going to benefit a lot more from something like a Shrunken Head.
Yeah. And he already gets a bit of tankiness as well because of the item build up, of course, with the Dawnbringer giving some nice stats out.
Absolutely.
But it looks like they're attempting Kongor. The Power Throw did snipe it out, and they do know Kongor is being attempted. Doesn't look like we're seeing too much response from the Legion side yet. And they are moving to maybe get into a position to stop this.
Yeah, it could be a decent fight for them. A Shrunken Head Portal Key combination has been finished up on Tempest, but Wretched Hag is not in position. They'll instead trade for the top tower and try to get some push going on the bottom as well. Not feeling confident at this point. You know why? I think it was because Wretched Hag is really, really close to the sheep. They don't want to fight before she gets that sheep.
It's fair enough, but they did give up a Kongor token on the Sandray for that. So that is pretty brutal.
Definitely is. And ooh, looks like Rally gonna go in right here, trying to burst down Deadwood before the Shrunken Head, and he succeeds. Rally is gonna pay for it, as there was a response from 3 players of the Hellborn side, but that was a damn nice kill. Zibby and Struvetter combining to bring home that one.
Actually, I missed that completely.
It's just a matter of using the portal key on Rally, setting up the stun, and then pounding in the honors and the seismic slam along with Silhouette.
Oh, Silhouette ported out. Okay,
Yes,
that makes a lot
she
more
ported
sense
out
now.
to her
Yep.
illusion.
Ah, okay.
Illusion. Genjuro there for Silhouette. So adding some damage and some additional stealth onto that one. There's the Shape Stick as well for Wretched Hag. Now you might see them be a little bit more comfortable with taking a fight, but they do have to contend against that token, like you said.
Yeah. I was just thinking about it too. Genjuro / Shroud makes a lot of sense against the Sand Wraith with that presence, you know, the global ulti. If you can Shroud out of there before anything, it's always a little bit nicer. Makes life a little bit easier for you.
Sandwraith has to be
Sick.
very careful here. Oh, never mind. They're just going to kill Luna. Poor Sender. I feel like he's done such a great job with these red snipes, but all of a sudden he's got 7 deaths.
Yep.
And a lot. And Sandwraith is actually in a lot of trouble. Going to use the Mirage here. Going on to Wretched Hag, though. He might be able to kill her. Not going to happen. Parasite gets taken out instead. Rowling.
It gets the Wretched Hag.
Oh, yeah. And there's the Element of Void. Going to catch 2. Wildstone going to be coming in. This will take out Glacius. Sandwraith going to come back up. Deadwood wants to get in there, but instead they're going to turn around, take down Tempest and Wretched Hag. Holy moly, KZ with that double tap, and Silhouette the only one to survive. Luna going to respawn, and it's now going to be up to 2 to defend this Rex.
Use a buyback on the Tempest, but he doesn't have Elemental Void. Does use that buyback straight away.
Does have
Rally
a
also
buyback on
has
Rally as
buyback.
well. There's the buyback. They're going to try to take another kill on the Moon Meander. Moon hits the Steam Booth to strength, and he hightails it out of there. Somebody on his team probably calling out, hey, they pop back. And they go back up.
Choosing not to want to fight this 4v3 right now, which is probably the wiser option. I think they're more than happy to take this into the late game with a Wild Soul and a Sand Wraith.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that those are probably 2 of the better late game heroes.
Yeah. I don't know.
They do things.
They work sometimes, but you know.
Yeah, and
Deadwood closing up on Sheep as well.
yeah, 50 gold
Like
off of that one.
20 gold, yeah.
It's an item you don't see too often on Deadwood, to be quite honest. Normally opting for something like a demonic breastplate. In this case, with Wild Soul picking up that demonic, he's just got some extra gold. And oh, Glacius gets sniped down by Sender. Well played. Silhouette having to pop a shrunken head. I don't know if that one was completely necessary, but wanted to feel safe and break that Glacius freeze. There's the sheep.
There's the Sheep stick.
What's Sandwraith
I believe
going
he
for?
picked it up last game as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Just been picking up Sheep.
Okay, he splits it up.
The
And
power! What?
He,
He's
he
having
ends
a
up
bit of
going
trouble,
for the Frostwolf skull now.
Yes.
We'll probably go for the
Two
Geometer's
more
as well.
splits. Let's do it. Yes.
I think that rather than getting a Grimoire power, I'm pretty sure he'll actually vendor that light brand at some point. He'll hang on to
Possibly,
it until it's his last item spot, and then he'll vendor it to pick up a different item.
Yeah.
I don't
Would
see him
make
going
some
for a
sense.
Grimoire power. In my opinion, it's 2,800 gold spent that he simply doesn't need to. The 15% damage increase, I don't know. I think that he could get a better item for that slot. But we'll see. Maybe he'll want to.
Fair enough.
Geometer's Bane is definitely going to happen, though.
Yeah, I can't see why you wouldn't get a Geometer's Bane if you are going to split into a Frostwolf skull.
So, Sandwraith's build has been
Rally.
heavily defensive. They're going to try to catch Rally. There's the Sheepstick going out. Moonmander going to use the Mirage to see if they can commit to this one. And Parasite comes in with the Facehug Leech. They said, quick scout of the map. That's a dead Rally.
Yeah. And that might be a push here too. Rally doesn't have a buyback this time, so it might feel a bit more confident pushing this one. In a 5v4 kind of situation. Red power snipes coming out all over the joint.
Trying to really
That
push
tower,
this-
oh my god.
Yeah, that tower is dropping. And Sandwraith is going to get stunned out here, but there's a shrunken head from Deadwood. They're trying to close distance. The Elemental Void going to catch two right here. Interrupted by Parasite. Silhouette trying to throw the damage out as Tempest is taken out. Silhouette gets absolutely demolished. And tmsR looks like they've successfully done it. They're going to force game 3 and even up the series at 1-1.
That's beautiful, man. I don't know. That game, Internet Gangsters, was looking so good, man. tmsR brings it out. They too much sugar, and 525 GPM Moonmander. Sandwraith, dude.
He was doing work. It was looking kind of scary for them, nice and early on in that game, but they were able to pull that one back, and they very much so deserve this game number 3. Holy hell, am I looking forward to game number 3?
Yeah. Yeah. I've got no other words for it, man. Game number 3 should be absolutely amazing. Both teams want this win. Both teams have fought for it, and, you know, both teams have been playing extremely well. And both games haven't been like a one-side dominance. Like, that game was, it did have a massive swing there. So I want to see what both teams kind of pull out in the next series. tmsR, like, Too Much Sugar has been running some stuff that I haven't seen a lot. You know, like Sandwraith, I guess it has picked up, but we haven't seen it 100% of the games, and I love seeing it, man. And we saw a Silhouette, dude. Silhouette, enough said. Silhouette that went Shroud first.
And unfortunately not working out there for
Yeah.
IG, but we'll
That's
see what they got up their
it.
sleeves
It was different.
in this next game. But guys, really quickly here, I do want to update you on the other side of this bracket. If you're not looking to get spoiled on the matches going on over at HoNcast, the other semifinals, well, tune out right now. Close your ears, shut your eyes off for the next 30 seconds or whatever. But here we go. Spoiler alert. Lions and Team USA, big comeback right here, as Lions looked like they were going to close it out in 2, but Team USA made the comeback, evening it up to 1-1. They just started game 3 right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
So both of our series right now are evened up at 1-1. It's going to come down to these 2 final games to decide our finalists and who's going to be playing for the HoN Invitational Championship tomorrow morning.
What a series this has been, man.
What a tournament.
Just
I mean,
yeah, overall.
I mean, definitely had our technical issues on day number 1. Had to get those matches rescheduled. Yesterday, we had our share of drama. But it's really been a fantastic tournament, in my opinion. I'm very, very excited to be involved. Manji, one more time, I got to thank you for being here as well. You've been fantastic to have today. For you and Dan, really doing a ton of casting these first 2 days.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. Thanks for putting the tournament together. That's all I've got to say. It's a lot of fun watching these kind of these games come out, because this is high tier HoN, and this is what I've always been looking forward to. And I guess it's not something that we've seen for a while. You know, even DreamHack, you know, we saw high tier teams, but we didn't see the best of the international scene, which is what a lot of the people that watch HoNcast and watch you know, us and you are there for, because they know the international scene.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
these are the best of the best out of there.
I was trying to bring up the DJ Rhapsody promo. There it is. It unfortunately did get lost for a second when OBS did get turned off earlier. But one more time, I want to remind you guys about the creative.com promotion they're running. If you're looking to get your hands on DJ Rhapsody, the awesome avatar in-game, well, here's another way for you to go about it. Purchase one of these 3 awesome headsets over at creative.com between now and July 27th, and you'll get a code for DJ Rhapsody. In addition, by using the codes that you see here on your screen, you're going to get tons of savings on these 3 headsets. $50 off the Recon 3D Omega with that sound card you see right there, and you got $70 off the Tactic 3D Omega, and 10% off either the Tactic 3D Rage USB or Tactic 3D Rage Wireless. Once again, these codes are valid from now until July 27th for your big savings and that awesome avatar. So make sure to head over to creative.com. Right now, this is US only. We're working on getting that expanded into some other regions. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. And if you have any questions about this promo or the headsets, make sure to send me a message here on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter. Email me, beefpotpie1@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you so that we can talk about this. And of course, enjoy your awesome headsets and awesome avatars from Creative. Guys, we'll be right back with the 3rd and final game in this series, the HoN Invitational with Beef Mangy. We'll be right back.